Because it's Bristol.
For
The pace
500
car
laps
is
of
in.
racing. Great crowd on hand. The sun is out, and here we go with the Valley Neal Meets 500.
Let's go racing, boys! Let's go cruise the concrete.
Gotta love you some DW. He loved this place.
And it loved him.
Ford's up front so far.
You see Ryan Blaney get loose, and this is going to happen a lot in these first few laps until they get that resin run in. You get the top layer knocked off, rubber put into it. You see Josh Berry underneath Ryan Blaney, but things are going to happen fast here at the beginning, boys.
Having trouble getting up to speed. He's
I
now
see
back to
Josh
6'5".
Berry slipping and sliding in that resin he speak of, and Blaney holding him to it pretty tight on his outside.
That middle will stay good as, for a few laps here as the track is clean, but as we get later in the race, that middle will only last for a couple laps. Right now, that middle will last a little bit longer than it will later.
Blaney trying to keep Berry down, and sometimes they're separated only by an inch in the middle of the corner. Josh Berry with the lead.
You can see him still struggling to put the power down on the exit of the corners.
Chase Briscoe for third against Logano. Denny Hamlin trying to follow suit.
Well, you see him starting to line up on the bottom of the racetrack, and you see Joey Logano and William Byron trying to stay as close to those inside cars as possible because they know they need to get down, and that train's getting longer.
Running back in 7th position is Mark Martin. Rick Mask is
That beep you hear, that's Joey Logano backing up.
When you look in your mirror and when you look out your window and you've got 10 car lengths in front of you,
nothing really, Bob, other than the fact that
field of
Rusty
cars
Wallace
lined up
jumped
behind
off
you,
to a
you
quick
know
start out of turn
there's going to be some
4.
pressure from behind to get bumped out of the way.
Very reminiscent of Bristol of old, right? That's what it looks like to me. This, obviously, the resin on the bottom is the preferred line right now. Joey was struggling to get down. Still can't get down. Freight train on the bottom so far, but we know that outside will eventually come in.
It's going to eventually come in, but until the bottom, like you say, with that resin wears in and starts to wear off, that top lane is just not going to be fast enough to make the distance up. But the other thing that we heard a lot about from practice is tire wear, and this bottom of the racetrack is going to wear these tires out.
Now remember at the back, Chris Buescher has already gained 6 spots. Ross Chastain is up 2 as Josh Berry at his home race here out in front.
I am so impressed with Josh Berry. Huge turnaround for him, Rodney Childers, everybody on this Ford car. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Out here leading at Bristol.
And Josh Berry is just a phenomenal short track racer. Like you said, Clint, this is what they needed. They qualified well, showing the capability, what they can do as a team, and being able to lead these laps is confidence not only for the driver, but for the whole team and organization.
But still, he and Ryan Blaney have put 2 seconds on the field in just 10 laps.
Yeah, it looks like third place car of Denny Hamlin is definitely holding up some of these guys back in the field. So clean air is king right now, and at some point you're going to catch some cars and have to start working through light traffic.
Ricky Rudd now trying to move into 4th position.
Talk about who's been able to move.
Caught up on the high
Man,
side
I see some cars already. Brad Keselowski, one in particular, on this outside, burning that outside in. Those guys are getting bottled up on the bottom. He rolls them around one by one on the outside. Up 5 spots so far.
And you saw Chris Buescher in a hurry to get to the front. He moved Noah Gragson up and out of the low groove to gain the spot. Now he's a bit bottled up in traffic. There's the BuildSubmarines.com cam on board Buescher, who's had to come from the next to last row.
Well, he knows he's got to go.
There it is, Denny Hamlin. He's following suit. These spotters are telling those guys the boys are starting to make hay on that outside. Right around Briscoe on the outside.
Yeah, and it's making a liar out of me here. That second groove, for whatever reason, is coming in. This is the first time that we've raced on the resin on the bottom of the racetrack, but it seems like that second groove is definitely faster right now with certain cars.
Now this resin is used at a lot of racetracks to help equalize the competition between grooves, but it's the first time they've used it at Bristol. Here goes Bubba underneath Briscoe.
Is Alan Kulwicki.
This is great racing. Side by side, several of them all the way through the fields.
Of this Valley Neal Meets 500.
I like that outside line rolling right there on their door, just barely on their outside. They're able to pick it off, and I think it's because they're taking their exit away. If they can just get on their outside quarter panel, by the time they get to the exit, they take that exit away, and the pass is made.
Back at 13th place. Eric Jones, Christopher Bell, last week's winner. Byron, Gibbs, Busch, all right there.
Know who's leading at the halfway mark when they call you back. White Guard
We
halfway
see
challenge.
William Byron up a little bit in the center of the racetrack, in the center of
As
the
a matter
corner,
of fact,
diamond in the
they have
corner.
rolled the 10,000
I think
over
as
to
we run here, for
$20,000
sure,
a day
the racetrack's
to lead
going
at
to
the
keep
halfway
moving
point.
up, but
The
here
yellow
we got a pass
flag
for
comes
second
out
place
over
with Denny
Bristol
Hamlin
International
going
Raceway
underneath
for
Ryan
the
Blaney.
first
Last
time.
year's winner, Denny Hamlin, man. You
And
knew
the
he
car
was going to
number
have to
68,
beat this
the
guy. His
rookie
car is
driver,
extremely
Bobby
fast
Hamilton.
again. I think all the Gibbs cars are strong, especially that one right there.
And we were just talking, I just mentioned 8 laps ago that Denny Hamlin was 10 car lengths behind, and all of a sudden, here he comes.
On the left side of Jeff Bodine's car, and that car has been showing some smoke coming from it, probably some body work rubbing against
Yeah,
the
looking here
tires.
outside
we're under
already on the
caution.
leader.
The speed
Didn't take
of the
any
field is
time at all.
reduced
As soon
for
as
the
he got
first
around Blaney,
time.
pounced
We're
on him.
live
Bumper run,
from
turn
Bristol
3, car
International
wall.
Raceway
William
in
Byron.
East Tennessee.
Well, he had a lot of help. No caution.
And while all that was happening, Denny Hamlin's taking the lead.
He's struggling up there. He's up in the marbles, having trouble getting it down.
Byron has damage. Here's a look at it, lower right.
3 wide. I think Bell got into Logano just ever so slightly. Then I think he got in the marbles up off of 4, and he got down to the next corner and didn't have any grip in his tires. See, the part of the wall is what that is.
That toe link's broke on the right rear.
And Byron has come to pit road as we stay green. And now the yellow flag waves. Apparently for debris. Got some William Byron audio. This won't be pleasant.
I think you're right, Kevin.
Totally broke. Logano got his mate.
There it is. You heard it. Toe links broke. They're going to replace this thing. Larry just teed us up. Wasn't what? Previewing the race right here. First one, first caution.
Well, with the way that you get loose here on the exit of the corner and the way that it snaps, it just snaps up and it doesn't hit the wall square. It kind of hits the corner right there and breaks that toe link. But when you go back and look at that video, that wasn't Joey Logano's fault. That was Christopher Bell getting into Logano, which shot him into the 24.
Anytime you're 3 wide at Bristol, though, that's bound to happen.
There was a lot happening.
Now there is what they're replacing. Something has to be the weakest link in the suspension, as Larry explained, and it's good that it's this toe link because that's the easiest part to replace.
Yeah, and right now they're on the clock to get this toe link changed because they're on the clock to that NASCAR sets with the DVP damaged vehicle policy to be able to change the toe link in time before they run out of time and are done in the race for the day if they exceed that time limit.
He broke the grinding wheel there. And quick work there. They got him another grinding right off the bat. They're going to get this thing, hopefully, maybe just lose a couple laps.
Yeah, and I think the caution was for the decal banner that Byron took off with his rear bumper off the wall.
Track is changing fast. Faster than I anticipated, Kevin.
Well, it definitely was very strange there with that second groove being better than the bottom, and I think a lot of that is just the resin being slick until it gets run in and the rubber put on it. But it's definitely going to be confusing for us to watch and for all the drivers on the racetrack.
A couple things I'm seeing. Obviously, that Denny Hamlin are going to pit here, but man, how about Chase Elliott too? Great run for him so far.
And this pit is purely because of the fact that they had high tire wear yesterday, and they know that those tires are going to be at a premium.
You must enter the pits under caution at turn 2 and come all the way around. Regan.
Well, Mike Evans is exactly right. This is more about checking tire wear, figuring out what they have. The 4-car of Josh Berry, little tight, just like practice. Big fall off so far, as you see 2 tires for him. Didn't really want a lot of change to the balance. And the 5 of Kyle Larson just managing his race car right now. A lot of marbles on the top of the track. Jamie?
And around on the front side, Denny Hamlin said balance is good. No big complaints for him, as you can imagine. He took the lead there, 4 tires. The 9 of Chase Elliott said our balance is pretty good here. Another top 5 start for him, and he's moving forward, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. One driver.
Oh, contact, Bubba Wallace, and
great pit stop for Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
One driver stayed out, and that was Tyler Reddick, who was in 20th position.
Well, if tires are of that much of a premium, they only have 9 sets of stickers and 1 from qualifying, so it'll be tight.